Okay, so for today, you're supposed to work on uh, the subtraction of fractions. And let me see if I can get it from the Google Classroom page. Classwork, and it's let's see, math here, subtracting fractions, and this is really what you have. It's taking a while to upload. Here we go. And for that page over here, let me open it up as a PDF so I can annotate. It's taking a while, we're just waiting, right? So with that page, let me see, how can I annotate? Never mind. Let's check out the questions here. So when I have subtraction, really what you're going to do is you're going to look for the common denominator and do your subtraction as usual. So if we have 1 over 3 minus 1 over 4. So let's go back here. And if we add another page, and we're going to call this subtracting. Bear with me here. Subtracting fractions. Okay, and we're going to say 1 over 2 minus 1 over 3. Okay. And to do this question, first of all, I need to find a common denominator, and the common denominator between both of them is a 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Blah, 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 blah. And now I'm ready to do my subtraction. So the only difference between subtraction and addition is the fact that at the end, you actually do 3 minus 2 is 1. And your answer is 1 over 6. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. It's exactly the same lesson like we had with the addition, except that this time it's subtraction. One of the questions here is, for example, to subtract 5 over 3 from 3 over 4 and decides to add 1 over 3 to 1 over 4. So I think I know they're referring to the fact that from 4 over 3, right? If I ask you what kind of fraction this is, you will say a mixed number, right? It's an improper fraction, which is a 1 over 3. And you're subtracting 3 over 4. So what they're referring to is that when you're subtracting improper fractions and fractions, you can change them to mixed numbers or vice versa, leave them as improper fractions. If you ask my opinion, the easiest way to do it is just leave it as a fraction, as an improper fraction, and then after that change it. I'm going to jump very quickly to question number 13, because usually the last question is the hardest, and it says, what fraction of April is taken up by non-holiday weekends? So school days are the orange, which is 2/3 of the month of April. So remember that this circle here represents the month of April. So the 2/3 of it is school days, 1/10 of it is a holiday, and the green of it is non-holiday, and they're asking you to find that fraction. So pretty easy, I'm not gonna say, but what you need to do is watch out for addition and then subtraction. So there are 2 steps involved here, and we'll take it up tomorrow. Okay, good luck in that. Once you're done your math, then I have set up for you some I've set up for you some science work. So I put it in the language because today it looks like language, and this is really what it is, but we're going to start our new unit, which is the last science unit that we're supposed to do. And it's a story, it's about structures. This is the new unit. And it talks about the behemoth, which is one of the rides in Canada's Wonderland. And read the story, and then I want you to answer the questions at the bottom. It tells you what a recount is. So recount lists a series of small events. So more than one thing happens. It's called a recount in order that happened to a person or a character. So, for example, I can list a recount of what happened to me today. I woke up in the morning, I had my breakfast, I recorded a video for my students, and then I had my lunch, and then I attended to my kids, and blah, blah, blah. So, this is a recount of my morning. The text on this page is a personal recount because it tells about the events of a person's life as they occurred. Sometimes, to capture a reader's interest, the writer begins with the last event and then describes what happened before this event. For example, I can say, I I can't believe what happened to me today. I almost fell off, I don't know, the stairs. And then that's me saying something that really happened towards the end of the day. But then I start saying, do you want to know what happened? I woke up in the morning and I was feeling kind of off, so I forgot to drink my coffee and blah blah blah. And I start saying the recount, but I said this significant incident at the beginning to grasp or to catch your attention, and then I went back and I started recounting or retelling what happened during my day. Okay, so answer the question: who is telling the story? Answer the question: who's the main character in the story? Who else participated in the story? And in which part of the story do you learn who, what, when, and where the recount will be about? So the answers to the questions go on a Google in the field where you answer the question, and you're gonna turn it in that way. Once you're done your science or your language in this case, then I've also posted French. And I'm posting the French in our Google Classroom as well as the other Google Classroom because Mr. Capri's class students cannot view your classroom. However, you just have to do it on only one of them. So some people have been asking me, do we have to do it on both pages? And the answer is no. So do it on only one of them. This is a reading comprehension piece, Le Dernier Jour d'école, the last day school. Lisez l'histoire. Use whatever it is that you want to use. I can't really monitor what you use now to translate. Understand it to the best of your ability. You don't have to understand word by word, guys. Try to understand the context. So don't try to translate everything word by word. Try to understand the context and then move on to the questions. They're multiple choice. And I know the answers are there. They're for you to check your work. Please don't copy the answers. Try to do it first and then check your answers. Okay? I put the answers there for you because I know you guys are keen to learn. So do the work and then check the answers. Okay? All right. Good luck on your work today, and I'll see you again tomorrow with a new introduction video.